Hi guys, this is Eunice, and I'm excited today to be able to come to you to share a couple of my custom wigs. And one of the things I wanted to share with you is the construction of the cap, the wig cap, because a lot of time when I have ladies coming to me or purchasing wigs from me and so forth, they always ask me about the wig caps and so forth, and usually they ask me, well, could you send me a picture of the inside and so forth. So today I decided, I just created this wig yesterday, and I wanted to do a video of it showing the construction of this wig. And also too, I have my 36-inch wig that I've already posted, and I haven't finished processing this one because I want to do some curls to it before I package it away until it's purchased. So I'm going to go through that cap as well. This is the wig here that I just did yesterday, and look at that beautiful color. This is a burgundy color with the dark root, and then you have the middle part, and then what I did, I created a little bang, a little fringe, and so far with this wig here. This is actually the way the wig is going to look. I'm going to put it on the cap real quick so you can see that. Okay, so this is the actual way the wig look, and this is the way that you'll be wearing. And you can see the little bang here that I've created and so far for this particular wig, and I think it's really, really cute. Now, let me go ahead and get into the construction of this wig. All my wigs are made pretty much by me. And I do so each wig double stitch and all that so far as to make sure this wig is secured. Make sure I check all my wig before I ship them out to make sure that there is no nothing wrong with them and so far or anything like that. And as a wig designer, you should be able to deconstruct and construct wigs and so far. And of course, if you make it, you should be able to fix anything that you may have left off. And I don't see how you could do that if when you make the wig and so forth and you check it, there should be no flaws really in it and so forth. But some people may get a wig and so forth, and it just may not fit them, or they may not like it. Then they'll call you, they'll say this and say that and so forth and things like that, because they're just not happy with the wig and things like that. But usually when you do order a wig and so forth, just make sure if you do have questions about that wig, you make sure you get all those questions out and everything before you actually purchase it. Okay, this is actually the wig cap. These is the main cap that I actually use, and on this here is the same thing. It's the same cap here. And you'll see that this is one of those nice stretchable caps, and this cap fits most heads. Not to say that you have a large head, but your head will actually be a little bit more than the standard size that they give you and so far, and this cap will still fit that. It will fit it kind of snug until the elastic actually stretches out some and everything. And for some people, with it being snug, it may feel uncomfortable to them at first and so forth until it stretches out some. And for most people, it is perfectly good and so forth, because that's what you want, is a secure cap on your head and so forth and things like that. But you don't want anything that's going to be tight or too tight to hurt your head. So if you purchase a wig with this kind of cap, whether it's me or someone else and so forth, these caps, even though they're one hole and don't have any adjustable straps and anything like that, these caps can still be fit to your size head and so forth. There are ways that it can be fitted to your size head. Okay, so and here you're going to see where you have the part and everything, and the so when you part it, it looks natural and so forth. And this is a deep part. It goes pretty much all the way back to the crown. So another thing too about these caps and so forth that I love is you don't have to have any combs or put any combs on these caps to fit your head. They just, you pull you take the the wig, and you just put it on, and it fits. And like I said, it fits, it stretch because it stretches and so forth. And that's one reason it just fit most heads, because it does stretch. Now, when you wear this wig for more than a month or two or whatever, and you can wear this wig for more than a month or two, the elastic in the cap will give a little, but if it gives a lot and so forth, there are ways to adjust it to make it fit. Okay, in the back here and so forth, you can put a small elastic piece in the back to tighten the cap back up just a little to secure and fit your head and so forth, and all that, so that you don't have a loose cap. Because like I said, this is a human hair blend, human hair mix hair right here, premium. And this wig here, with proper care, you can wear it at least up to 6 months. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. So, I say proper care. That means wash it at least once a month. Don't fill it full of hair products and things like that and everything. And comb it with a, I thought I had my comb in here. Comb this hair with like a big tooth comb and everything. And this hair does not shed and everything. And when you comb it with the big tooth comb, you're not going to pull on the hair and so forth and damage the hair or damage the welt. Another thing about this hair and so forth is that it will hold the curls even after the wash. And after the wash, or maybe once a week, you want to give it a little spray and so forth to keep the hair nice and fresh looking. You can do that, but don't use a glob of products into this hair and so forth, and at least wash it once a month. The only thing that I see that usually you have to do with this type of hair is you just have to like put a little bit of oil to the ends, because just like your hair, natural hair and any other hair, it does get dry to the ends, and it does get a little brittle to the ends. And so you need to put a little heat to the ends or a little oil to the ends and so forth. Just like this hair here is kinky hair, wavy kinky hair, but I love it because the older it gets, the more natural to me it looks, and so forth. It looks more like it fits me and all that. And the only thing I have to do is just put a little bit of oil to the end of this hair, put a little heat to it, and that's it. Wash it once a month and so forth. And I'll probably wear this the rest of this month, maybe even next month, before I actually change wig, because don't come to me that easy. I don't change wigs every month all that, but I can if I wanted to, but I just don't want to. I find something I like, and then I just wear it until I'm tired of wearing it. But yeah, these are the things with these caps, the main things I was just trying to get out and so forth with these caps in here, and tell you how to fit it and so forth. These are stretchable caps, and they will last a long time. These caps are really tough. They will last, but like I said, eventually we're pulling them on and off, on and off, on and off, and so forth. They will stretch a little bit and get a little loose, which you can always use a elastic band to tighten that up to secure that cap onto your head. So that's why I wanted to show this. No pins, no combs, and so forth. Easy to wear, easy to just pull on, pull off, and everything. So now let me get into showing you the actual construction of this cap here. This is actually a lace cap here with this this wig here and everything, and it do have the adjustable straps here in the inside where you can like tighten it up in the back. But I like to put an additional elastic band here on this particular type of cap and everything. And this is the same type cap that I use to make my full lace wigs and so forth. Cause this is a full lace cap, so I can actually make a full lace wig on it, or I can actually keep the hair on the wefts, which I did with this one here and everything. I did ventilate this area here for my part, so you can like part this in this section any kind of waste free part, free parting here. And it looks good, and it's flat. As you can see, this is already posted. Again, I did not package this because I want to actually curl this wig. I want to curl this wig up and so forth, and to create some more pictures with it before I actually package it up in a box and so forth. That's what I do with all my wigs and so forth. Once I complete the wigs and so forth, I put them in a box, seal it up until someone actually wants to purchase the wigs and things like that. And the reason I'm doing the wig cap, showing you the wig caps now, is because a lot of times I have to go into the box, take the wigs out, and take pictures of the cap to show clients that want their interest in purchasing the wig. So that's the reason why I'm showing you the inside. I've already did a video on this wig as well, so you can check that out and so forth on my YouTube as well. I have two YouTubes and so forth. So just pull up my name, Eunice Murray, and they should come up. So if you have any questions about any of the wig caps that we use, please contact me and let me know and so forth. What you want to know about it, how we can adjust it and so forth to fit you. If you have, I believe the standard hair caps, the standard caps or standard head size, I should say, is 22, 23, and of course these caps will fit that head size and more because they are stretchable and so forth. And like I said, sometimes if you do get it and your head size is a little bit larger than that, it will feel quite snug and so forth. But if it's going to be a problem for you and you then we can adjust it. We can fix it so that it will fit you and all that. And whenever it gets loose, again, just remember to just put a little elastic band in the back, just so a little elastic band in the back, so that way you don't have to use any clips, combs and so forth. I'm always afraid of those combs and so forth because I know that they'll pull your hair out. Now I do use combs in some of the caps and so forth. I put the combs in the back, but I only put the combs in the back so that the elastic band, so they'll hold the elastic band in place and so forth, so that when you lift up your hair and so forth, you won't see the end of the cap or the hair. You'll just see that the combs is in there, basically just to hold the elastic band in place. Like I said, if this cap here gets stretched out a little bit and so forth, you can put a couple combs here in the back, right here, and so forth, and then you put the elastic band in, and then you just put the elastic band in between the combs and snap it closed, and that will hold the elastic band in place and so forth and help secure your wig. And you won't feel it. It's not going to affect the back of your head and hurt your head and so forth, because that's one thing you definitely don't want to do, is to wear a wig that is too hot, too tight, and pull, and then you got those combs in that pulls and so forth, where it gives you a headache. So hopefully this will let you know what kind of wig caps we have. The constructions of our wigs and so forth are very secure, very beautiful wigs and so forth, and we hope that you will contact us. Our website is www.shawzaewigs.com. So check us out. Thank you.